Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Last time, we found some cute Moogles and became a Moogle ourselves. Well, kind of. We're in a suit. This did not become, the new Moogle game. And there's no other trees we can go to, by the way. Now, I believe... Yes. Now, sometimes I've had issues trying to get the triggering to work in here. So if you're having issues, what you have to do, I think, is go in, get the Moogle suit again. You can go back in that house and get it again if you need to. Go back in the house with the female Moogle. Go up to and approach the treasure chest first, and then talk to her. And then talk to her again after you open the chest, and then come back. For whatever reason, like I was running around here for about 10 minutes in my test run trying to make this work, and it just wouldn't for some reason. I knew the order of things I had to do. I think I just skipped one of the steps, and it's very specific of doing them in the order that I guess I showed, since it's working for me this time. But anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you in case you were interested. Ah, Kara. How's it going? Why is there a Moogle in the castle? What? What's going on here? Why is there no music? You understand Moogles? Of course they can! Magical Moogles with telepathy! Why not? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, here you can't fly anymore. Or not? You talk to animals? Okay, so Kara can talk to animals. All of them, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure why the Hiryu's hurt at the moment, actually. I can't remember. Was it just getting battered by the barrier or something? Maybe? What are they doing? The nose? Oh, you can't figure out where to land. Kupo! What about a nose? Yeah, they do this automatically. How anyone is supposed to actually see this, unless they show it to you in this cutscene, I have no idea. But, yeah. Well, we're getting rescued by Kara. Again. At this point, she might as well just join up as a full-fledged member. She's saving us often enough. Of course they did. Magical Moogles and telepathy, gotta love it. We gotta return to the castle. Oh, okay. So yeah, we've seen a couple different characters that have had kind of an affinity toward animals. Ferris with Sildra, Lena with the Hiryu in the first world, and now Kara seems to be able to talk to animals. All of them. And she seems to also have a Moogle as a pet. Do I control it now, or... Okay, the game's gonna go back on its own. Game? Okay, the game's gonna go back on its own. Good. Because I can't remember where I'm supposed... Well, I knew where I was supposed to go, but I can't remember where it is on the world map. It's been too long since I had free reign on the world map. Now... For some reason, the Hiryu stops here, lets us off, and then flies up to his or her roost. I'm not sure what gender the Hiryu is, but gonna go let the Hiryu rest. And by doing that, I'm going to make him fly up to where he normally sits. I guess he's not going to make it through those little tiny doorways, but you could have just dropped everybody off there. Oh well, whatever. King? The old crazy guy with amnesia is a king. What? Okay, let's see. Party members. So far, we got Lena, princess. Ferris, hidden princess that people don't know about. Golf's the king. What is Bart's god? Is he Morgan Freeman? Anyway, the game is ridiculous. As you might expect, this is Final Fantasy V. But it's kind of why I love the game. It's got all these elements that are so ridiculous that you can't take the game seriously, but when it decides to go serious, you can still take it seriously. I just love the kind of the balance that they show compared to a lot of other games that don't really do the balance all that well. No significant movement since the barrier's completion. Almost entirely wiped out. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, the kind of that pace, or not the pacing, but trying to balance things like the comedy aspect and the serious aspect. I've actually been watching an anime that doesn't really do it well enough for me, and I find it hard to get into the serious moments because of how ridiculous the anime is most of the time. Without spoiling anything, I'll just say it's Gurren Lagann. And that doesn't mean I don't like the series. The series is hilarious, but yeah, I don't know. So many aspects of the show are just ridiculous. No spoilers, though. So I am. I'm a king. Why not? Yeah, kinda. At this point, is anything in this game a shock? Take a break. Okay. So, what's the plan now? Got back to Gullif's castle. Almost out of warriors in the military. So surprised that someone like you could be a king. What? Hey! Gullif's chasing me. He threatened to hit me. I have to address you as maybe King Gullif. Uh-oh. He's royalty and he's in our party. He must be very, very modest about being a king. He's the King of Baal. That's the area we're in. Castle. I am your friend, so just call me Gullif. Indeed. Yes. Alright, now can I roam around a castle and loot and talk to people? Sounds like a great idea. Where's my dash? Gotta have dash. There we go. Take the exit spell you forgot to take the first time. Okay. They make it real easy to find and illuminate it even in the wall. Though I think they do that with pretty much all of them in this game. Big Bridge is completely protected by the barrier. Here you can't fly. There's no way to get to castle. Oh, I think... Is that what it is? I can't remember. I think it blocks off the Hear You from being able to go very far. There's a Kupo. Princess Kara can speak with the Moogle. It's a very mysterious power that is never explained. At least I don't think it is. It's a very good child. Same spirit as her grandfather. Do we know anything about her actual parents? No. In fact, I don't think we ever learn anything about her actual parents. Speaking of Kara, hey, how's it going? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. What happened to him? Overstrained himself. Shouldn't have been flying injured, but he flew to save us. Well, he flew to save us, so guess what our next quest is? We gotta get Hear You Plant to save yet another Hear You. That's what we found before. Valley of the Hear You. Well, it's kind of a mountain, not a valley, but sure, that's what you want to call it. No one who's gone to that place has ever come back out. Well, let me guess, it's going to be well, it's actually not that easy. Not that hard either, but anyway, let's go do it. Don't lie to me. North of the castle, beyond the werewolf village of Kelb. Strange name for a village. And it's got Lots of werewolves in it. Okay then. And there's lots of monsters. So yeah, we're gonna go get the plant and we're gonna save another Hear You because that's what we do. Sure, sounds like a great idea. Before doing that, there is some exploration in this castle that we would like to do. And some more stuff to buy. At least or maybe we can't buy it yet. Maybe it's the next town. I can't remember. I know we get new stuff relatively shortly. Very old. Holds secrets that even we do not know. Army was nearly an island. This goes right down in the basement, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll do that in a bit. I'm going to do the rest of the exploring first. What do you have to say? Alright. Seems like she was crying. Nope, nope. Wrong way. What about you? Soon after she was born, Princess Kara's parents entered the desert in order to save the Hear You and were never seen again. Wow, it's more than I thought they were going to explain about it, but... free night of rest? Fast forward. Yeah, I'll take it. As I was saying in the previous town that we had two shopkeepers in, that's going to be a trend throughout all of this world. Every time we go to a shop now, it's going to have two different merchants, and we'll be able to buy pretty much the same stuff from all of them. These were those drinks I was talking about: Giant, Power, Speed, Protect, and Hero. Hero is the only one that's really good, and Giant, which doubles maximum HP. Other than those two, I wouldn't get any of the other ones. Not really worth it. You can buy cabins if you need them. We've got enough Revivifies, got enough Ethers. Is there treasure in any of these? No! Okay. There's some other stuff we can buy around here. What do you have to say? Castle access guarded by the barrier. We can't do anything against it. Okay then. I think these guys have the same stuff we bought in the previous city. And you have the same stuff we could buy in the previous city. And you have almost everything except we have a new gauntlet to finally equip. There we go. Oh, and I already have a gold shield. I think my blue mage had it before. There we go. Put that gauntlet on. I'll talk about the dancing dagger that we got in the previous episode a little bit later, because I don't really have a good reason to talk about it. There's a hidden thing there if you want that. And you do want to come in here because Angel Suit, nice. That's off limits. But if you walk to this spot, I don't even think you have to press the button. Welcome. Come one, come all. I'm going to sell all of their stuff at ridiculously low prices. Until I get thrown against the wall. God, the people around here are just kind of aggressive, aren't they? But for doing that, you get a Lamia harp that I'm not going to use. Get out of the way. Alright, the reason why we wanted the armor there is it's a decent piece of equipment and ups vitality, which I believe is defense as well. So that's decent. You don't need the Gaia gear for now, and I believe the only job class that can equip it is the Angel Robe, is the Chemist. So we're only going to get a little bit of use out of it, because once we hit level 2 with Chemist, we get its only useful ability, in my opinion, and we move on. Alright, what do you have to say? So very few soldiers left. It's sad. Now, if you go to the left there, it shoots you out here. And fast forward, more fast forward, because this takes forever. And we can loop all the way up here. And if you go back here and look to the left, you find EP? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think someone told me it was French. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. It's a new sword, more powerful than what we have. And if you want to go back, tap the A button on this guy, and it throws you back. There we go. All right. So we've done that. Take note of the fact that that inn is there. And also note that we're not allowed to leave this we're allowed to leave the castle, but once we do, we cannot come back in. That being said, there's something here that we should do. Won't open no matter what you do. You're gonna have to find another way in there at some point. But I'm going to actually do a little bit of a few different things at this point. I'm gonna do a little bit of farming, and I'm also going to do a little bit of ABP grinding because it's a really good place to do it. And let's see, let's switch you to a blue mage for a moment. And no, summon, sure, whatever. So yeah, there's EP there. It's a stronger sword. Ipe. I have no idea. I can't pronounce words. I'm surprised I can speak English. Kinda. But anyway, so yeah, Dancing Dagger. I will go over this at a later point when I'm actually going to equip it and I got time to go over it. But if you want it, it gives you more agility and more magic power. Sure. Let's see. Gaia Gear, Elf Cape. There we go. Anyway, let's go down here. Oh, he was right. The door won't open. So what are we supposed to do down here, then? This is what we're supposed to do down here. Statues. These guys are... I don't have a dagger on. Oh, I auto something or whatever. But yeah, don't worry too much about trying to deal with them. As soon as you get into a battle, if you want to be farming ABP, I'm going to fast forward because that takes forever. 1,000 gil, only 50 experience, so you're not going to gain a lot of levels, 4 ABP. That's not the only battle formation you'll meet up with, though. And I will show off the other one. Ah, there we go. That's the other battle formation. Now, you can steal high potions from them commonly, but rarely we can get something much better. Not only are they susceptible to level 5 Doom, but they are also stone-type enemies, meaning you can throw a single soft at them and kill them that way. But it's more cost-effective to kill them with level 5 Doom and run out and use the N all the time, or even just go out and use a tent, as opposed to trying to buy softs to kill 5 or 2 in one battle. So there's 2 different battle formations here, one with 2, one with 8. This one gives you 2,500 gil, 125 experience, and 8 ABP. Now the thing is, a lot of the time if you run into only a couple enemies, you know, and you get 4 ABP, it's not going to scale perfectly up to running into 5 of them. This is the case throughout this entire game. But this is the best place to grind for ability points until much later in the game, maybe even all the way to the final dungeon. So it's worthwhile doing that here if you want to. The other thing of note here is switch this to time. Where is Dimension Magic? I am blind. And there's healing staff, and no, we don't want that, we want that. Let's run into one more battle and I will show things off. Now, what I would recommend you do is come into the battle with more than one thief. In fact, make everyone into thieves and then just run away at the end. But yeah, these guys can cast Break, by the way, so you don't want to stay in battle with them too long. Their common item is a high potion. Their rare item is a double lance. But if you don't happen to get it, the reset spell, the way it works, costs 1 MP, restores everything to the start of the battle, gives you back any items you used, gives you back any MP you've caused, brings people back to life, but all of the damage you've dealt to the enemy, same problem. Doesn't work if you're stoned. But I'm not worried about losing the soft. Notice I had 15 there. So let's guard through here and get another turn. So now I have 14 of them. And let's hit reset. And it's going to cycle us back to the start of the battle. And I have all of the items that I used once again. And the thing is, you can also try and steal again. Now, this is good if you're trying specifically to get things. You can basically just do this over and over again. Even the 1 MP cost is, negated. It goes back to what it was at the start of the fight. And you can just cycle through this over and over and over again. If you want to do things like this, if you can't steal, then you can either try again or just reset right away. What I would actually recommend you do is change everyone into thieves and give a secondary ability to Ferris as... as escape. Have everyone steal, because high potions are good, and stock up behind high potions, and then just run away at the end of the fight. And if you happen to get the double lance, which I may or may not be able to show off before the end of the episode here, then, unfortunately, then, just get that and run away. And once you've I would pick up 4 of the double lances if you plan on making use of them later. You probably don't need 4. I think I only usually use 2, but it depends on how you want to set up your characters. But yeah, I would turn everyone into thieves and then just run away so you don't have to get the AP or whatever from anything. And there we go, we finally got the double lance. And of course, somebody's going to end up broken on there. Now you can either run away or just cast the exit spell and get on out of there. Some people consider exit an instant death spell, but you're basically running away, so... now we can use a soft there. The double lance is very, very useful. You're not able to use it from the back row like all of the other boomerangs, but it attacks twice for that. So you put Ferris in the front row. Eventually, I've changed her into a thief at this point, but if you have a ninja, you can dual wield them, meaning you get to attack 4 times per round. It is ridiculous. Not to mention, it's more powerful than anything else we have at this point. So I'm going to pick up a few more of these. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of high potions so I never have to buy them again. That'll save me a bunch of money going forward. And I will do a little bit of AP farming. I will be leveling up the chemist job class at least one more time. I might get as much as leveling up the samurai job class again. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do at this point, but I will work on that in between this and the next one. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.